basically Forbes released this article, and the original title was, "Could a morality pill help stop the COVID-19 pandemic?" And it was pretty wild. And some people are proposing, and the guy was sort of going into saying, like, it's a pretty wacky out there theory, but these morality pills where they can basically make people more moral.
I know.
With pills.
This is a very theoretical thing. Like he was like, there's not like it's all like theoretical because he's like
kind
ethics.
of, yeah. And then basically it all, kind of people got mad about it, and they changed the title to No.
I didn't know that.
So he changed the title to "No, don't use a mortality pill to stop COVID-19 pandemic." Yeah, morality pill to stop COVID-19 pandemic. So basically after the backlash, he sort of changed it.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy that it's almost like, those scientist people that they're so in it. They're just kind of, saying these things like, some people are talking about these morality pills and here's how it works. And everyone's like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who's talking about this? And he goes into how it would work. And he basically says, they would put it in the, ideally you just put it in the water supply and you go, what the You go,
yeah.
You mean like fluoride?
Yeah, he needed to definitely preface this with like, hey, this is just a thought exercise. No,
but it's not really a thought exercise. People are talking about this
but
stuff.
There's no development of it. He's just saying from like an ethics.
I don't know. I got the
ethics.
impression that people are toying around with the
I don't think the
idea.
funniest thing to me was he said, it's like a morality pill, it's kind of like mushrooms, like psychedelics, how they kind of make you more like sympathetic or whatever. I'm like, do you know how many people I know who take psychedelics and then they're like, well, never put a system? No, they're like, I'm not putting a vaccine in my body. Are you crazy?
Yeah, honestly.
Like to think that you're gonna give them like, oh, just a little drop of mushrooms, a little drop of MDMA, a little bit of this, and they'll just take the vaccine.
Totally, it's the complete opposite, right?
And the funniest thing is with the morality pill, you go like, if this is a thing that works, it's gonna be conservative Christians just roofing gay people left and right with their morality pill. Be like I was ones and just drop one in and they go, I'm straight.
Well, you're right, because it assumes that they have the morality.
Yeah,
right?
What's morality? Yeah, everybody's gonna use it for their own thing.
Yeah, their idea of these people's idea of morality is that you listen to the doctors, right? Because what they've conjured in their mind is they're sort of saying that, well, the reason you're immoral, people that don't want to maybe wear a mask and take all the vaccines, it's like they don't care about their neighbor enough because they're selfish. That's kind of what they're saying, right?
Yeah, wait till fucking India gets their hands on the morality pill. See what they do with it. Fucking Saudi Arabia and shit.
They give it to wives that aren't like doing the dishes enough.
Yeah, exactly. And any modesty.
Yeah, so an associate professor of ethics, humanities at law. Dude, philosophy professors are so funny.
Oh, man.
That live in this, this guy fucking wears so much corduroy probably.
Oh, probably.
He acknowledges that the idea is far out and controversial, but he does note that a well-known chemicals such as oxytocin and psilocybin, which is the mushroom one you're talking about, can lower aggression and increase empathy towards others, and thus potentially boost our cooperative and pro-social behavior. So this idiot... is what the problem with these stupid idiots is, like they always they push one school of morality like it's the only one, where you go, well, yeah, according to any million other people, like let's say Ayn Rand, she would legitimately say that pro-social and cooperative behavior actually leads to less moral outcomes. And if you objectivism is just one school of thought that would say that, but there's millions of other philosophers.
Exactly. There's not objective morality.
No, exactly.
Like, are you programming this to make people like it's programmed with a set of morals?
Well, the idea that it being more cooperative is more moral, and you go, well, the whole idea that is based on a fundamental disagreement of whether or not the outcome or the intent is what makes something moral.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, it's kind of like when you're, the little kid to the parent, but I've also had this with girls where they do something where they think you should like, and then my intent was something you should like. And you go, but I didn't like this. You got me something I don't like. How is that? That's the intent is not, to me, the consequence does matter.
Yeah, for sure.
Or at least the percentage consequence. Like you could say that, for example, if I do this thing, it will save more people. Obviously, if the person died and I made the thing that in general was the move, I would still call that more moral.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but what happens when people start using the morality pill for... I bet if you got this guy in a fucking just like a room just in private, he'd be like, look, I got a fucking $140,000 grant from Pfizer to figure out how more people will take this shit.
If you got money from Pfizer,
he goes
for this
like,
shit?
look, he's like, they cut me a huge check. I just have to figure out some way.
Maybe.
Just people to take more of the vaccine. I don't know.
Well, he recognizes the issue, noting that those who need moral enhancement, this type of language is the type of language that gets,
It's like China shit. This is like CCP. They go like,
it's very CCP.
yeah, this is like real communist. Yeah, we need to just boost up the morals.
He therefore explores involuntary methods such as legally requiring people to take the morality pill or administering the drug secretly via the water supply.
That's fucked up. Unless this guy just loves to make just really trigger conspiracy people, at which point he's back in my good books, because he's really saying a lot of crazy shit that'll make a lot of people like.
Yeah, you're right.
Like if this guy goes, I don't believe this shit, but imagine people would think I want to put a morality pill that makes them willfully take the COVID vaccine.
He's just trying to
trick I'm putting it in the
people.
fucking water supply.
Well, anyways, this thing was nuts, and then he autistically was like, "Oh, I actually didn't mean that it was good." It was on my Forbes article, and then they had to go back and change the thing. It was also an older article too, like it's from like a year ago or something, but then it just kind of went viral, and he went back and changed the title for it.
Whoops.
Hey, whoopsie.
Yips. That's good shit, though.
Fellas, thank you for watching that exclusive Boyscast clip and supporting the channel. If you want to support the podcast, we have a new episode every week at patreon.com/theboyscast. Only $5, and there's a tons of episodes up there right now. So support the cast, support the boys.
Link right there.
Peace.